Not in the Guidebooks was set up 3 years ago, and our whole mission is to change the way people holiday, to really help them find fantastic experiential places to stay, holidays and experiences to do while they're away on holiday. And this, I'm just going to move you to there. Okay, so we're all about having the best experiences, and these are guided by our 3 pillars that guide our business, that being local, sustainable and experiential. So for local, we partner with local property owners and small operators, generally entrepreneurs, and it sounds exactly in terms of what you've already described, Mary, you know, people who come in who want to create something amazing within their own area, often who kind of gut things or create things. And what we're trying to do is to promote those local businesses, so that when people are visiting the area, they really connect with the locals and get to see the best experiences in the area. In terms of sustainable, we're also committed to being to building a sustainable future for travel, which means the accommodations that we work with and the experiences are measured on the impact we make. And we measure that in 4 areas. One, again, how we support the local communities, but what impact we make on the environment, how we support diversity and inclusion, and also, where appropriate, you know, how we work with animals. We have strict policies on experiences in certain areas where, for instance, we don't work with caged animals or animals that are not in their natural habitat. And the third thing we focus on is giving our guests wonderful experiences that they'll remember forever. So they're not just going to stay at a place, but it's what they do when they get there. And that's why, Mary, I was saying to you, it'd be really interesting to talk about the boating activities, whether it's packaged together in a weekend break or whether it's on its own added to the site. These are the kind of things that we're promoting to our guests and for our hosts. So we're not just an OTA, we curate accommodation and experiences on our site to ensure that they're right for our customers, so that people do, you know, meet the local people, get a taste for the local cuisine, the regional dishes, or specific activities in the area. So in summary, we are a worldwide experiential travel company. And what was really important to us when we approached Robert, I think about 2 years back, was that what we didn't want to do was create, in fact, I remember when I first started, people said, well, what are you doing in the UK? And what we didn't want to do was just focus on getting people to holiday outside of the UK. It was really important to us that we focus on building up amazing experiences and experiential stays within the UK. So our mission, as I said before, is that we offer authentically local, sustainable experiences, unique stays and experiential holidays. That's what we're about. We've built a strong brand, and I say strong brand because we are now getting partners, and I probably will preempt the presentation, but as I said, I'm trying not to present to you, but talk to you. But we have partnerships where people are coming to us. So Avis, for instance, you know, came to us and we are now their experiential partner. And there might be some things that we can do in the UK that we can talk about. You know, we're working with people like the Sunday Times and the Expert Traveller, and I'll tell you about our partners later on in the presentation. We exclusively source immersive, responsible and sustainable experiences and experiential stays. We're a portal for local experiences, hidden gems, lesser known places, small operators and family run businesses. That's kind of, you know, what we don't do, especially when we work with people in Europe and further afield. We don't work with big hotels or big groups. We focus on supporting local family, small operators. And we work with travel agents. We are the only provider to the trade. So again, I'm preempting myself, but we have contracts and contacts with over 16,000 agents and have created them an agents platform where they can not only connect with the local operators, but they also get all of the material that we've got and they share it and amplify it to their customers. Our travelers are looking for unusual things to do, interesting, off-peak, off the beaten track, and we have an international and a UK-based audience. So that's sort of summary. Lydia, is there anything you want to add to that? And Mary, is there anything you want to ask before I move on?
Oh, good, thank you.
Okay.
No, that will make sense.
Yeah, okay. So our customers are basically, I built it for people like Lydia and me, really. This is it's
you never have time to go.
I've worked in travel business before, and I know when I've talked to the teams there, they've gone, oh no, I don't want to go on this holiday, I'm going on this, I'm going on that. And everything that we've got in the UK and abroad, we both go, oh my God, I want to do that. Oh, I really want to experience that. And this really is for people who are, I would say, 45 to 70 years old, whether they are what we call freedom explorers, affluent couples, where I mean by affluent, not people who are looking for high-end premium luxury, but people who've got a bit of disposable income. They probably don't have their kids on holiday with them anymore, and so they're looking to go out and have a number of holidays and just experience fun things. For those people, we call precious moments, whether they're traveling with older children or extended families, and often we get sort of special birthdays or special kind of occasions where people go on different kinds of trips that they're looking for, and older groups of friends together. Those are our main audiences. And we get to this group through two ways. We, as I said to you, we connect with the travel agents. We are the only provider of sustainable travel experiences, and our pitch to people like the co-op, and the co-op have said they are mandated to support local communities and sustainable travel. And I had a meeting with them last week in the Midlands, and what they've said is they want to work with us to find more sustainable experiences and experiential stays. So they're mandated to do it, and we're their preferred partner. And we work with all these partners that I've shown you here, some of which are travel agents, others like Avis or Discount for Teachers, or the Blue Light Card. I don't know what they're called, the Blue Light Card, but they're closed consumer groups, and they have over 2 million consumers. So they're all this target market in terms of, as I've described before, and we're working with them to amplify our message. So it's not just us going out there and working with social. So the kind of things that we are doing, we have day experiences, mini breaks, and longer adventures. And I think what we want to focus on here are the day experiences and the mini breaks. And the kind of things that we have within the UK are things like, a local guide taking people on a food tour of York. We've got Forage and Feast in a number of different regions around the country, and where people are finding product and then going off and cooking as well. Guided walk in Ambleside, Farm to Table, Harvest and Feast. This is in Devon. I'm just giving you a kind of flavour of the types of things we do. I didn't put on here, and had I've known you were coming, and I would have, we do have stand-up paddleboarding in Devon, but we don't have in Norfolk. So it'll be amazing to kind of get your promote your activities as well. Gin tour, and what I meant to put on there, but I didn't have time, was we've got bicycle tours in regions around the countries as well. So we're growing. We're not we select them, we curate them, and it is all locally run. So it's not mass touristy experiences, but we have a number across the country, and we are growing. We also do mini breaks for the difference. So our trips are not just breaks to Rome or whatever. It would be an Italian cooking break in Rome, or pasta making, or an immersive weekend, or, as we've got here, amazing treehouse experience, and a lot of this is experiential. And then when we talk about our kind of quirky stays, we're looking for things that are just like you described in terms of your floating boat. Things that are unique, that are interesting. So here we've got the General's Hideout Retreat. we've got, this is really interesting, and I went on this in Cornwall, a 4-day quirky house activity retreat. And the reason it's interesting is it's not just the accommodation. There was a, you know, a walking tour and a bike tour that made the 3-night, 4-day package really interesting. So it was a really, really exciting, immersive weekend away. And so we package it. In fact, they put it onto Airbnb or booking.com just as the accommodation, but with us, they package up all the activities. Yurt glamping experiences. And we've got a number of which we can show you, but I just wanted to show you the kind of range. What we do when we work with our partners is that we take, hopefully we use, or we come and we take some amazing photographs, we create a really nice page, and we connect through to Supercontrol. And Lydia is going to talk to you about how we do that. But we create a great page, and then we put your property in front of customers who are specifically looking for exactly the type of property you offer, quirky, unique, and the experience in itself. And we promote it through social media, through traditional media, and through our network of travel agents. And I think what we try to do, because we're a small team ourselves, is that we work very closely with our hosts, where they go, look, we've got some late availability or low season gaps here. Can you push this for us? So we provide really good quality guests who want to enjoy your local area, and we work with you to make sure that we fill the spaces. I'm going to give you a couple of examples of what we do in terms of activity. But first of all, you know, the social media, we have not just our social media, but we pass this to all of the travel agents, so co-op, travel counsellors. The travel counsellors, for instance, are a group of home workers. I don't know if you know them, but not only do they have their organizational social media, but some of the people that we work with have between 2,500 and sort of 10,000 of their own followers. So what we're promoting, they're taking and sharing. And some of the things that we do, I'm going to show you an example. We've actually, and this would work really well with some of your activities, is that we showcase what the activities are. So let me just show you this. Oh, I cut it off. But we do videos of cooking, we do videos of surfing, so stand-up paddleboarding. It would be great to kind of get some social media and get the travel agents to share it. And then we you know, have a really good relationship. We are working with the Sunday Times, with the Expert Traveller, and we have our own, we have about 20,000 email database that we send it out to. So not big enough, but we are growing. So I'm going to pass on to Lydia to take us through the next part of the presentation. I think this is where you join in, Lydia.
If I come off mute, that would help.
Okay.
So next step is, so really why list with us? I mean, I'm sure you've already, you can already understand why it's a really good idea to list with us, because we promote our accommodation alongside local authentic experiences. We handpick all the accommodation and experiences, so we're not just a listing site, we actually handpick them. So I will always speak to the hosts and the owners to understand what their environmental credentials are, why they're sustainable, why our customers will love them. I mean, I find them and I see them, but I need to understand how you work, etc. And so everything, as Carol said, is handpicked. And we're more than accommodations providers. We also provide the whole experience. We partner with travel agents, so we can bring you a lot of customers who wouldn't normally book through an OTA. So that's a completely new incremental business. And we also have a very close direct contact with our property owners. So if they had, like Carol said, if they've got something to push, they'll call us, they'll email us and say, oh, is there any chance you can fill me a pod next week? Or I've just had a cancellation, can you do anything? And we're really agile in that because we have close relationships and quick social media marketing that we do every week. Wendy and Debbie are always on social media and sending out lots of promotional activity to our agents, who then package it up, phone somebody they know is interested, or send out their emails, and we managed to do that. So that is something that other OTAs don't do. They don't have that local contact, they don't have that personal contact, which our hosts do have. So you'll be in a community of like-minded entrepreneurs on a platform where every experience is something that's similar, but it's not flooded with loads of accommodation that's all the same, because we only choose certain accommodations, and you're not just a massive list of accommodations. So that's a lot of reasons why.
Shall I move on? Like Tinkerbell, because I'm managing it over here, so you've got to be like Tinkerbell with the
sorry.
Because you're pressing on your computer, but they can see it here.
So we handpick the properties, we negotiate terms. We don't have a one size fits all. We talk to each property owner, we talk to each host about how we're going to work together, what we're going to promote, whether we're going to package something up with activities, or we're just going to sell the accommodation, and we negotiate terms. We don't have a standard term. You just need to enable your properties for us on your Supercontrol channel manager dashboard. So it's really integration. We have a two-way connectivity with Supercontrol, and all we need from you is images and some content. Now, we do take content from websites, but we do rewrite it. So we make sure that we don't affect your SEO, and we do affect our SEO positively by doing that. We, like Carol says, we do videos. If there's anything, we do host videos, host interviews, so we can introduce you out to our network, and people love that. They love to hear from our hosts and our property owners if you want to do that. So we will ask for images, content, video, anything, as much as we can get, because we like to create a really nice page with the properties on to really showcase what you can offer to the customers. I think that's right for the next one.
Okay.
So once we go through the booking process, the booking's made on our site. You will get a notification from Supercontrol, and then from then on, our ops team, Lee and Claire, if you've got any questions, or if the customers have any questions, they're there to personally manage that. It's not done through a portal. It's not done by online. It's done by people to people, because we are a people to people business, and that's how we like to operate. And then we make the payments as agreed. So it's quite a simple process to connect with us. It's really easy. We want to make it as easy as possible for everybody, and also to make it as personal and to bring you alive to our customers as much as we can. So
I'm going to just, before I stop recording and ask for questions, just say this bit. Yeah,
so easy to do. I'd really love to contact with you again. We can have another chat, and you can register your interest on Supercontrol. If you go to integrations, channel manager, international, Not In The Guidebooks, you can register your interests, or you can just enable your properties for us on your dashboard, and then we'll have a conversation about what the next steps are.